Police Officer 3 Daniel B. Anciano, also known by his colleagues as Troy, is fighting his termination from the Guam Police Department. Anciano was served his dismissal letter from the chief on Tuesday. According to documents the news team obtained, the final adverse action was imposed after Anciano in late January arrested Police Captain Mark Charfauros for soliciting another officer to commit assault. As we reported, Officer Bert Carbolito filed a complaint with the Agate precinct, alleging he had been asked by Captain Charfauros to go with him to Jotnya to, quote, deck a guy, the same Jotnya resident who filed a criminal trespassing complaint against the police captain. Anciano was assigned the case by his supervisor, Officer Joe Borja, on January 20th. According to information provided to Internal Affairs, Anciano attempted to interview Captain Charfauros and Officer Mercy Greeno about the alleged phone conversation with Carbolito, but neither responded. Anciano is accused of failing to follow direct instructions not to make an arrest, but instead complete the report and forward it to the Criminal Investigations section. He was also tagged for unsatisfactory performance for allegedly investigating the case without completing crucial interviews nor obtaining proper guidance from the Attorney General's office, and for not informing the chain of command prior to making the arrest. But according to the Internal Affairs investigation that was attached to the final adverse action, Anciano was never informed not to make the arrest. It was Officer Borja who had been told by his supervisor that the case was to be investigated and forwarded to CIS. Borja made it clear, however, that CIS had a conflict and attempted to have juvenile detectives handle the matter. According to the interviews, Borja was told they were unable to handle the case because they were already investigating the trespassing complaint against Charfauros. On January 28th, Anciano asked Borja to accompany him to Charfauros' home in Agate. Both discussed the case and agreed there was enough to effectuate an arrest. Anciano told IA officers that he and Borja informed Charfauros repeatedly that he needed to be interviewed so the case could be closed. Instead, Charfauros told them to speak to his attorney. The police captain was then arrested and the department's chain of command then notified. Borja told Internal Affairs officers that he contacted his supervisor, Lieutenant Manny Chong, who asked him if the Attorney General's office had been contacted. The Assistant AG reportedly told Borja that it was above his pay grade. Lieutenant Chong told IA officers that he informed both Borja and Anciano to forward the preliminary findings and supplemental reports to CIS for follow-up. According to the adverse action, Anciano was found to have violated department rules by failing to submit a police report in a timely manner and failing to inform his current supervisor that he was going with Borja to make the arrest. Police Chief Fred Bordallo noted that Anciano's job is critical to the mission of the police department and he must remain focused at all times, as doing otherwise will not be tolerated. Bordallo saying GPD must foster an environment in which the employees not only decline to steal, lie, and misbehave, but also to continually strive under proper guidance to find better ways to serve and protect the public.